Can you believe it, guys? Art Fight! Just a week away. Art Fight is in a week! Woohoo! I am so excited about this information. So, how's everyone's prep going? We're at the final stretch here. Everyone got their references all set up. Their profile looking all nice. Yeah? Yeah, no, we don't. Oh gosh. Oh my. Well, worry not, beloved viewer. I happen to have tons of tips and tricks on how to make this process a little bit easier, especially in a time crunch. Let me start this off by saying I'm probably not going to go too much into detail about what Art Fight is as an event, but there are tons of amazing resources on YouTube, other YouTubers. Go watch them. So if you don't really know what Art Fight is, or you need any help setting up like a profile or anything, this probably won't be the video for you. But if you're anything like me and you wait until the last second before the event starts to start prepping, this is the video for you. So stick around and it's time to lock in. So this is going to be my 6th year in Art Fight, which is kind of crazy. My first year, it was Sugar versus Spice, but all I really did that year was join in and then upload a character, then forget about it. Oopsies. Sorry. Oops. But besides that, this is my 6th year of doing Art Fight consecutively. I mean, Art Fight is my favorite time of the year. I look forward to it every year. It's so much fun. I love getting to attack my friends from behind. I'm a pretty casual player, but I have collected my own stockpile of tips and tricks over the years, which I'm happy to share with you guys. So, I guess I'll start with the first tip, which you can see in the references that I do all the time, is I don't usually draw a whole new reference for my characters. And what I mean by that is, if I have just like a headshot laying around of the character, just like the one you see right now, I'll just put it in the reference and call it a day. You know, I think it's good for a close-up look of the character's face, and it saves me time, which is great for Art Fight because, hello, time is ticking! And of course, I'll touch it up and stuff just to make it rough accurate. Another tip, since it's popping up on the screen right now, is I list all of the color swatches to the side of my reference. I saw people complaining that the little dots that people do aren't enough, so I was like, okay, fuck it, sure. And it acts as like a cute little border, which I kind of like, so that works out. Another thing that I do is I list my username and the character ID on the reference sheet. This might be a dead practice now since we have the attack button and stuff, but back in my day, it used to be kind of a pain to try and find the character ID and the OC at the same time. So I thought, you know, 2 birds, 1 stone, just put it all in there. And, you know, if something happens and they lose my character or lose my account or anything, the info's right there, so, you know. And of course, for those who are worrying, you do not need a whole thought-out reference sheet for Art Fight. You just need 1 picture, preferably colored, preferably full body, and that's all you really need. And you don't even need that, so don't stress. What Big Art Fight doesn't want you to know is that this doesn't have to be hard. Okay, I see a lot of videos online talking about how hard it is to get into Art Fight, which, you know, I definitely related to when I first started. But, you know, if you just take that leap, I think you'll figure out the website pretty quick. They do add a lot of new stuff, though, so trust, we are all figuring it out. This next one isn't really a tip, but more so like something to do, I guess. It's my first year doing it, but this year, during Art Fight, while working on attacks, I'm going to be watching media I haven't seen before. Like Epic and Lego Monkey Kid, my friend told me to watch. So, you know, that's something to, you know, keep you occupied while you're working and maybe even give you some inspo. Yay! So, you know, I'll report back and see how that goes. My next tip is to save references in advance. The Art Fight website during the first week or so is so slow and laggy. So I think it's just best to save up on some character sheets, draw those in the meantime, and upload them whenever Art Fight gets their stuff together, okay? Another thing that I do is I usually work on multiple attacks at the same time, like maybe 2 or 3 at a time, not really with the intention of finishing them at the same time, but just to, in case I get bored of working on one piece or I'm struggling, I can just jump to the next one. And it gives you a fresh pair of eyes for whenever you come back to the piece again. So Now, in terms of decorating your profile, I'm little to no help there. I did that a year ago and I cannot be bothered to change it again, especially with the new UI, but if I did have tips to give, here they are. One of the most common ways to decorate your profile in Artfight is by using stamps and blinkies and stuff like that. And you can find those by putting in keywords like pixels, stamps, blinkies, stickers, stuff like that. I would recommend looking up more than 2 at a time. Like if you're trying to find them, look up blinkies and stamps, because then you might just find like a bunch of post stamps, and that's not what you want. My personal favorite is pixmix.com, specifically the sticker section. the GIF section's scary, don't go there. It's a bunch of AI scary stuff. Don't look, guys. There are countless websites for these things. I will warn you, they are kind of eye straining sometimes because, hello, they're blinkies. They are going to blink at you. But other than that, it's such a fun way to look around and see what kind of things you want to add to your profile. So I would definitely recommend. You could also amp up your profile using the new HTML UI. And that's exactly where you guys lose me because I can't do that. This is blind leading the blind, but I am positive there are amazing tutorials elsewhere. Good luck! Alright, and moving on from profile-specific tips, we're just going to get back to general tips. Okay. Having a lot of content for people to look at when looking at your characters is usually a pretty good idea. So I always try to add like a Spotify playlist or a Pinterest board to my character's profile in case someone wants to get a little more knowledge or context about what the character's like. So I always put like a little Spotify like code thingy on the reference sheet, and I think it's so fun. So that's something you could do if you wanted. You could do like outfit boards or like what's in my bags, wallets, whatever. I don't know, just make it fun. You know, Artfight is your oyster. Do whatever you want. It's free game. Another thing I want to mention is the new connection tab feature, which I love. I love just looking through all my friends' OCs and how their friendships work. It's such a good thing. It's so fun. I love it. So maybe, you know, focus on the connections tab. That could be another way for people to get to know your characters more. All right, and now we're going to do some quick rapid fire notes that I have on my phone. Okay, first up. Find a way to speed up your artistic process if you want to attack tons of people. Maybe your line art doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe you don't have to render every strand of hair. Guilty! You do not need a fully fleshed out character sheet. You can compile images and make one reference. I recommend one full body and one headshot minimum. Use the folder feature! Use the folder feature! Okay. If you're getting burnt out of working on one attack, switch to another one. If Artfight is unsustainable, you do not have to participate the whole month. You can drop whenever. It's fine. And with that, I think I am out of tips to give. I hope this was helpful. I don't know, but if it helped at least one person, that's all that matters to me. Yay! And I just want to quickly touch on the controversy that's been happening around Artfight. There is stupid Artfight controversy every single year. I think last year it was someone posted a video that was like, if you have only male OCs, then you're misogynistic, and everyone on Artfight's misogynistic. And I kind of took their point, but I was like, that's quite the take. But anyway, make up your own opinion on Artfight, okay? I promise it is not as toxic and horrible and nasty as people on the internet say it is. I love Artfight. I have met some of my closest friends on there who I love and cherish dearly. Just give it a shot. Don't let people sway you one way or another. Okay, hope you enjoyed the video. Bye! Happy art fighting! There are countless of these sites. If you just look up the keyword... Oh my god.